It is time for Monday Motivation. We're going to talk about your voice, your powers, and the importance of self-advocacy. I'll start out with a quote which I have posted out on Facebook. If you need something from somebody, always give that person a way to hand it to you. So if you're going to ask for a person's help, make sure you give them a way to do it. Advocating for yourself is an essential skill that can empower you in various aspects of your life. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I'll give you some hints to help you build your advocacy skills. Self-advocacy is the ability to express needs, assert rights, and make informed decisions that align with your goals and values. Advocate for yourself or find someone you trust to advocate for you. Maybe you feel uncomfortable putting yourself in the driver's seat, or feeling physically or emotionally weak and unable to advocate for yourself. Then you can lean on the help of someone who can do that for you. Leaning on others was my approach at the beginning of my journey through breast cancer. I was without fear when I saw my doctor on my 40th birthday. Yes, it was my birthday. Little did I know then what a turning point in my life that day would become. It was during this visit that he determined the lump in my left breast was suspicious. Throughout several inconclusive tests, I retained a positive outlook. After all, I had no family history of any type of cancer. I really didn't know anything about it. Finally, on March 24th of 2003, a definitive diagnosis revealed I had breast cancer. I had my first mammogram at age 39, the year before I found this lump. That mammogram resulted in no evidence of cancer. I had seen my doctor about 6 months after that mammogram because I had found a lump in my left breast, and he sent me away to recheck in 6 months. You know, I got the, oh, you're too young scenario. We all know that that's not the right answer. But I didn't know any better to advocate for myself and push for ongoing checking or tests. I didn't wait 6 months though. I followed up 4 months later. The lump hadn't shown up in the mammogram. It turns out I had dense breast tissue, so that lump may have always been there, just not visible in the mammogram. But it came visible to me when I was able to feel it. As I coped with the information and overload from all the experts, I needed help. I knew I needed others. I always had a second set of ears at every appointment. Someone to help me navigate the information and advocate for me. So let's talk about the importance of self-advocacy. It empowers us to take control of our lives, fostering independence and confidence. In the story I just told you, I didn't know any better. I didn't know about dense breast tissue, so I couldn't advocate for myself. The second important factor is enabling effective communication. This way we can lead better relationships and collaborative outcomes with our doctors and with others. Also, we can facilitate personal and professional goals by ensuring that our voice is heard. How do we find our voice and power to advocate for ourselves? Well, there are some skills and things we can learn, and you may already have some of these. The first one is to know yourself. Identify your own strengths and weaknesses. Self-reflection helps you recognize your personal strengths. Then you can build confidence and understand what areas for improvement to be a better advocate. I know I was overwhelmed and unable to self-advocate, so I called upon a trusted confidant. The second skill is personal goals, making sure that you do some goal setting, providing direction and motivation to enhance self-advocacy by working toward a tangible objective. The third is communication skills, learning the art of effective communication. This is so you can adequately and sufficiently communicate your thoughts, your feelings, your questions, your needs. Then you can be assertive and promote a mutual understanding. The fourth is active listening. Some of us are great talkers, but do we listen? So develop active listening skills so that you can understand others, fostering a more meaningful and productive conversation. So as time passed in my story, I became more informed. I became knowledgeable and comfortable advocating for myself. As I learned more about dense breast tissue and about breast cancer, I knew I had to advocate for myself since the medical protocols didn't advocate for me or find my cancer. So the fifth skill is knowledge and preparation. Educating yourself is crucial to finding your voice. To educate myself to understand the causes and effects of breast cancer, I became a demanding patient. I came to every appointment armed with a list of questions. As my doctors discussed treatment options, I was always accompanied by my husband, a family member, or a friend whom I had also encouraged to interject with their own questions. It got so my doctors, as I was going through my treatments, they expected my questions. It wasn't a surprise. I was encouraged to ask questions. So 6 is another skill, and it has to do with overcoming challenges, finding the physical and emotional strength to assess facts, to ask questions and make decisions. This will help you cultivate resilience, to bounce back from setbacks, and understand that challenges are a part of the journey. The 7th skill is to seek support by building a support system that ensures advocacy from everyone in your corner. So the first thing I did is to build who I called a dream team. They were the doctors. They were the doctors in charge of my medical care. I also added a nutritionist to that. I added a physical healing partner in the YMCA. I wanted those close to me to fully understand breast cancer and learn everything possible from my situation. That way they can help themselves when the time came or if it ever came. I often felt like the inquisitive onlooker, asking why me or what else can we do? I just never accepted the first option. I always asked, what else? So through my frequent questioning and my demanding yearning for information, I became determined to make a difference. I learned to advocate for myself, which then in turn allows me to advocate for others, to advocate for you, to help you understand self-advocacy and how important it is to your own well-being. So in conclusion, I want to reiterate the importance of self-advocacy in your journey through and beyond breast cancer. Self-awareness, communication, knowledge, and resilience are essential to effectively self-advocate. Those skills can also be used in personal and professional development. So they are skills you can get better at if you already have them, things you can do to help you be advocate yourself as a patient, but then also in your personal life or in your business or professional life. I encourage you to take action today to apply these concepts to your daily life. Start with small steps towards self-advocacy. I'm happy to send a written document to you. If just reach out and let me know, and I'll list out all of these different skills that I've talked about. So with a growth mindset emphasizing self-advocacy, you can set yourself up for a lifelong journey of learning and adapting. Then the next time a challenge hits you, you'll be prepared to self-advocate. I'd appreciate hearing your stories of self-advocacy. Please reach out by sending an email or scheduling a few minutes to talk. I'm here for you, and I'm cheering you on. Have a wonderful Monday. Goodbye.